Hey, how you guys doing? I got some good news for those of you that were following my graphic novel End of All. I'm bringing it back this time for sure. I was trying to do it myself, and try to. I just don't have the time. I really just do not have the time. I really have time to just do the courses and everything I need to do, to make a living. So I hired an artist to go ahead and do this page for me. I hired a couple, do the same page to see which one I wanted to go with. Now, that's where I need your guys' help. Who do you think I should go with? And for those who don't know, this is Neil, the art instructor at masterpaintingnow.com, and also best-selling author of How to Draw Awesome Figures on Amazon. I like the overall style, but let me show you the original page here. So here's the original page the guy sent me. And I like the overall style. The reason why I picked him is I really liked his black and white work. And black and white is much cheaper to pay for than full-on color. Overall, I think he captured my script pretty well. I sent him a pretty detailed script, panel by panel analysis. And some artists like that, and some artists don't. Some like to be more free creative and think about how to interpret the story into panels themselves. Others like it to where it's just like spelled out for them. So all they have to do is be like, hey, all I have to do is draw what is there and what's described in front of me. He seemed to have no problem with drawing what's described in front of him, but there was a problem here. What I wanted was a more close-up view like this, or even better up. This is another artist I was thinking about going with here, is like this. This guy interpreted it correctly. That's what I wanted. I wanted a scared look on her face. I wanted this guy in her face so the tension's there. I went ahead and reworked it a little bit here, just really quickly, just to show them that, hey, I want emotions on my faces. I don't want them just kind of static. So I put this emotion on her face and drew that, and I redrew him till he looks more scary. You can see the difference there. He had him just kind of looking all happy and stuff, and it kind of lost the idea of what the character looks like here. And then here she kind of looks dreamy, and so I made it to where, yep, now she's scared, and he's like all freaky looking. But what I wanted was more like this quick sketch here of him looking straight down at him. And I just gave this quick example afterwards to say, hey, in the future, if you can just do a quick sketch like this for me so I can see, obviously a little bit better, but so I can see kind of what you have in mind for the panels and go, oh, wait, that's not what I meant. What I meant was more like this. I can send him a quick sketch of what I was talking about. Right, so the two artists I'm thinking about is this one here. I have a couple other artists that are doing some work for me, and I like the way one of them drew her, more of a manga style artist, and I don't mind if it's done in a completely manga style. That'd be kind of cool. And this guy has a really interesting style, and I think he's good. But the problem is I'm paying a lot more for this, and this is all I would get right here. I'd have to go in and clean up all these lines. It'd take me a lot more work, and I'd have to put the lettering in. I just don't know if I even have time to do that. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I just don't know if I do, honestly. And so I would have to ask him, hey, you need to like make a little more details in the background, a little more shading. Anyway, this guy's a lot more expensive. And besides, I really like this style here. I don't know, I just like this really bold look of the black and white. It looks really cool. And I think it tells the story well. And I think the artist is good enough and represents my character is good enough that it would work. So yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, I'm going to go with one or the other and do some pages. And if I decide I don't like that, how they're coming out, I can just switch artists at some point. So another thing I would like you to do if you haven't seen my graphic novel is go to, let's see here, go to my website here, masterpaintingnow.com. Right here it says End of All Online Comic. Click on that. And then this is what I need from you guys. If you want me to continue doing this graphic novel, I know a lot of you guys, at one time were really invested in it and you guys are reading it and you guys helped me get it to the top 50 on Top Web Comics. All I need to do is click on this little icon right here, the vote icon. I'm going to try to have them on each page I post. If it's not an icon, it'll be a link underneath the actual page itself. There'll be a link saying, hey, click this and vote for it, please. And then you just click that and vote for it. All it takes is a second. You click on it, you see the name, and you vote. Now you can do that several times a day. In fact, I just did this earlier and now I'm able to already do it again. Actually I can't. I have to wait so long. So I can vote again in 6 hours. So about every 6 hours, I think it's every 7 hours, you can vote. And so just throughout the day, if like let's say you wake up, vote on it, and before you go to bed, vote on it, something like that, or whatever, whatever you can work out a couple times a day to vote on it. Every vote really helps and gets the comic book more notice. So then you start reading here. For those that haven't looked at it, it's a really cool story. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a lot of fantasy. It's got a lot of sci-fi elements in it, but it's not your high fantasy. The fantasy is more like a never-ending story than anything else. Really cool story, I think, so you can check it out. And I was not nearly good of an artist back then when I started working on this one. I started working on this a long time ago. I recently started posting it again because I had all the files, and then I lost like half of them somehow. I had like 60-some pages done, lost half of them. I originally had taken it all down because I couldn't finish it anymore, and I felt bad. And so I didn't want people to keep reading it and get halfway into it and be like, oh my God, are you going to continue? Where, I kept getting these emails, and I was like, oh, I feel bad. So I just took it down, and then, I'm like, I'm going to try to start it again. And I did. I tried to get back into it and start again. I just don't have the time. And thus why I'm hiring an artist. So let me know what style you like the best between the two. This guy's work here or this guy's work here. I like them both. This one just will cost me a lot more money, and I just don't know if I want to invest that much money into it. And also, it just seems unfinished, and yeah. So I just don't know. I like this here, and it's not costing me nearly as much money. There's a couple other people too that were doing some stuff. I just don't know if they're very good backgrounds. This guy seems pretty good with backgrounds. I'll have to see how he does with like some architectural type backgrounds, because that's where you really test someone, is with architectural type backgrounds, things that have like vehicles or houses and things like that. All right, another thing I wanted to mention really quickly while I have you guys here in this video is that with my other channels, I don't know if you know my other channels, they're right here. Just go to my channel homepage, and then you'll see my other channels here. A lot of you guys have asked me, hey, are you going to do more meditation or hypnosis videos? Because a lot of you guys really like those. And yes, I am. It's on this channel here. So just click there, and that's where you'll find them. And also you'll find more ASMR videos that me and my girlfriend are making together. And also check out Samantha Stone Strangeness. Really, really cool. Obviously, that's not my girlfriend's real name, but it's really cool. And then now I want to show you something real quick with Grow Pot Cheaply. For those that care about that, I know a lot of people don't, but there's actually a lot of good growing tips on there for, in general. You can use those same growing tips and grow like tomatoes indoors or whatever, or even outdoors. But here's one thing that kind of like makes me not motivated to want to really do drawing stuff that much anymore, outside of like making my courses and things like that. I really like making free tutorials for you guys and everything. But what disappoints me is when I come out with a video, October 6th is when I came out with this video and posted it. It's actually a really good lesson on how to draw storyboards. And I like the fact that, hey, I got likes. That's awesome that you guys liked it and stuff. No comments at all whatsoever. And that really you put all this hard work into making a video, 42-minute long video. That's 42 minutes of my life I could have been spending recording videos for my courses, and that's what I need to do to make a living, and I've been really behind on that too. But anyway, so I don't mean to complain, but it's just disappointing. It really is. You come on here, you look at your video that you put hard work into, and you're like, no comments. Why? I mean, just the simplest little comment would help. And that's why I've been so invested in my Grow Pot Cheaply channel lately, because although I don't have nearly as many subscribers on here, I have 3,000, something like that. What I do like is when I post. Okay, I have to switch over my thing here. Let me do this real fast. So I have 3,400 or 3,400 subscribers. What I like is, look at this, bam! I just checked this earlier today, and I already have comments on my stuff already again. And when I go to my video manager, you're going to see that my videos have comments on them. Even though I just posted this one. This was posted earlier today at 2:09. It's now 5:29, 3 hours ago. I already got 3 comments on it. And 17 comments, 11 comments. 0 comments, this was for something else that's private. 18, 6, 31, 10, so forth. So I get comments. Every time I post a video, I get comments. And then also on the forums, I get good people like it, and I'm really helping people, and I like that feeling. And that's why I originally started my free art channel. Was I was helping people, and I knew I was helping people because I was getting that feedback, I was getting those comments and stuff like that, and I felt good about that. It made me feel good. So I was like, oh cool, I'll make more videos. And I have like over 600 free videos now on how to draw, and lately it's been not so much, and I don't feel motivated. So if you're wondering why doesn't Neil make, look how often I post videos: 17, 16, 16, 16, 15, 11, 11, 11, 10, 9, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 1, 1. Those are the dates. So I post at least 3 times a week on there. Why? Because I like the feedback. I like the fact that they're showing support for me, that they're like, hey, thank you for the video. That was awesome, man. But when I log into my art channel and I see a video that I spent 42 minutes making, and I see no comments at all, like after a week. I'm like, what the hell? You know, like even if it just a simple comment like, hey man, thanks, appreciate it, anything like that would be like motivational. And I just feel like people don't care anymore. And if people don't care, why should I care? That's just, I know it's like, I don't know. I guess I can't explain it. I guess I just did. And, you know, even on my meditation channel, it's like I'm already starting to get, I only have 11 subscribers on there so far, 13, but I'm already starting to get some comments, you know, and that's motivational, you know, to make more videos. So just so you guys know, when we work really hard to make free videos, that's our hard time that we put into that. And I can put that into other projects rather than, you know, I can just make an art video every once in a while or something, you know, and that's what I've been doing. Just make an art video every once in a while. And yeah, so if you guys want to see me making more art videos from my art channel, please leave comments. I really appreciate it. That's what motivates me. You got to understand, everyone's got to be motivated to do something. We're not just like, we don't just wake up in the morning one day and go, you know what, I'm motivated to make a bunch of art videos. Something has to drive us to want to do that. And for me, it's the feedback. It's to know that I'm helping people. You know, the people, even if they don't say, hey, you helped me, just the fact they said, hey, thanks for the video, that's motivation. You know, the fact they left a comment at all, they took the time to do that, which doesn't take very much time. When I spent, you know, 47 minutes making a video. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but this is how human psychology works. We feel good when people give us feedback on stuff that we spent our hard, you know, labor on. You know, we labor to do things, and then if we get no recognition for it, it's like, why should I even continue? And that's how I've been feeling lately. And that's why you don't get much videos from me on the art channel. But yeah, so leave comments, I guess, and we'll see more videos. It's just a way, I don't know. It's just a way to motivate me, I guess. You got to motivate people, and that's one way to motivate me. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you appreciate this. Please go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, just to let you guys know, I do plan on making more writing videos, especially now that I'm getting more into writing, now that I got a book deal and I sold my book, Bending Nature. Of course, if you go to Samantha Stone's website, she sold the book because it's both of our books on each channel. It's a marketing thing. So yeah. That should be pretty clear to figure out. All right, thanks for watching. We kind of both worked on it, so I mean, you know, you guys know I'm the one who wrote it, but it'll sell better under Samantha Stone because it's a female character, Julie Sparks, and yeah. So, but it's kind of both of our novels. Just depends on where you see it at. You know, what site you're on when you see it, who's talking about it. If she's talking about Turn Olive, if I'm talking about it's my novel. And of course, again, that's all for marketing. But nonetheless, it did actually get sold to a startup company called Big Ideas Publishing. And that's really awesome. They actually bought the book to have rights to it for an entire year. And it was really cool. This company, how they work is how short story companies work. I've sold short stories to magazines, and how they work is they'll pay you for rights to your short story, for exclusive rights. Some of them will pay you for non-exclusive rights, meaning that they'll be like, hey, I want to buy your short story to put in my magazine. I pay you X amount of money, but you can also have other magazines publish it. I don't want exclusive rights. Those usually don't pay you nearly as much. The ones that paid me wanted exclusive rights, so they pay you a little bit more. They're like, hey, so I'll give you X amount of money for the short story if I can have exclusive rights for a year in my magazine. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It sounds fair. And you know, they pay you the money, and they're the only ones that are allowed to publish it. If you break that contract and give it to another company, another magazine to publish, so you can actually get in trouble. And then they have rights to it exclusively for a year. Then after that year's up, then you can go ahead and sell it to another company, another magazine, and they can publish it. But you have to let them know, hey, this has been previously published in so and so magazine. And you can sometimes sell a story more than one time if it's a good story. Another magazine will be like, oh, it's still fresh, and you know, my readership is different than that magazine's, and I doubt that my readership ever read that magazine or read the story. So let's go ahead and publish it. Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of how Big Ideas Publishing works. They buy the rights to your novel, but they also pay you royalties from the very first sell you make, which I thought was a really cool model that they had. And they're really good at marketing too. So I think that's cool. So hopefully it does good, and they come up with a good hopefully they edit it good so they don't like lose the voice and all that. And if you guys haven't actually got a chance to see what it looks like, go to webook.com. This is this cover that's on there. Webook is just a quick painting I did a long time ago. It's not even that good, but I just needed something for WeBook, so it's not going to be the cover that they're working on. They actually show me some ideas of what they're working on. It's kind of cool. So you go to webook.com, and then you just type in Bending Nature, and then my project should come up. Hopefully, I'm not even sure if that's how this website works. I don't know. What the hell? Hold on. Okay, it was just taking a second to load up, and there you'll see it, Bending Nature. Just click on that. Like I said, it's a painting I did a long time ago. It's okay, but that's not going to be the cover. I don't even get to choose the cover. They do. And then you click on chapter 1, chapter 2. So I have 2 chapters up there right now. The Big Ideas Publishing said me and Samantha Stone can post a couple of chapters. So I'll probably post a few more on there. I'm not sure. So far, I've only got feedback on the first one. The second, it's kind of hard. WeBook is so huge. There's so many people on there. It's hard to get recognition on there and get people to start looking at it. But yeah, so check it out. If you haven't got a chance to check out Bending Nature yet, let me know what you think. And it should be on Amazon, hopefully, within the next 3 months or so. It just depends how long it takes. Big Ideas, people to edit it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And it'll be a Kindle version. I'm pretty sure they're going to put it at the $2.99 price point. And then depending on how that does, they'll go from there and decide whether or not they want to do a paperback version or a self-publishing paperback version type of deal where they market it for me or something like that. Or wait the whole year and then see if another publishing house is like, hey, we really like how good the Kindle book did. We'll offer you so much to make paperback versions or something like that. Right. That's it. So just a bunch of updates there on different stuff. Expect more videos like this, just like a writing video or a meditation video, non-art related videos that will direct people to the other channels. And then art stuff will come as I get feedback from you guys. All right, thanks.